everybody. Hope you're having an awesome Tuesday so far. First day of a short week. Hopefully you had a nice Memorial Day weekend and were able to spend some time with friends and family, or spend some time relaxing and rejuvenating. So today I am going to talk, I'm going to try to help you sift through all of the crazy information that is out there about health, fitness, wellness. There's so much information out there, and it's really hard to figure out exactly what you should focus on. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about the 4 pillars of health. So basically the 4 main things that you should be focusing on in order to have your health and wellness spot on. Okay, so we can kind of dig through all the noise and get rid of it and hone in on these 4 things, okay? And when you are on point with your 4 pillars, you are going to feel like you have tons of energy. You're gonna have, your mood is gonna be really good. You're just gonna feel healthy. You're gonna feel strong. So focusing on these 4 things will get you to that space where you feel good, okay? So here are the 4 pillars. Number 1 is healthy nutrition. Okay, so what this means is eating whole foods, nutrient-dense foods that are going to give you all the vitamins and the minerals that you need, that your body needs to do all of its many, many jobs. Okay, and you want to make sure that you're eating these healthy, nutrient-dense foods in a way that's not going to make you feel too full, okay, or tired, bloated, or blah, So foods affect people differently. So there may be certain foods that would be considered a healthy, nutrient-dense food that doesn't work well with your body, okay? And that's okay, but paying attention to that and figuring out what foods may not be beneficial for you, okay? Something that makes you feel bloated, right? Or just kind of makes you feel tired after you eat it. Paying attention to that when you're eating is a game changer, okay? Because it can help you figure out what foods to kind of stay away from so that you always are feeling good and healthy. One way to do this is to keep a food journal. And I've been actually working on a food journal that I want to share with you guys. So be on the lookout for that. But it's more than just keeping a food diary where you just write down the foods that you're eating. Keeping like an emotional eating journal, or a how do I feel after I eat type of journal, where not only do you write down the foods that you're eating, you also write down how you're feeling either right before you ate and right after you ate. So you can kind of see if there's any patterns when you eat certain foods. Okay, so pillar number 1 is healthy nutrition. Pillar number 2 is regular, consistent exercise. So moving your body most days of the week. Okay, now, if you've ever heard me talk at all, you know that I am a huge proponent of strength training. And I find that that is the most efficient way to exercise. And cardio training is definitely good too. It has its benefits, but I'm not going to get too deep into like what your weekly workout plan should look like, because I will be talking about that next week during the 3-day weight loss kickstart. So if you haven't already signed up for that, I will be dropping the link in the comments once I'm done talking, so you can reserve your free spot in the kickstart. And there I will go into more depth about what your exercise plan should look like. But one of the biggest pillars, one of the things to focus on, is to get regular, consistent exercise. Okay. It's great for your brain, for your gut, for your bones, for your mood, your blood sugar, your heart. I mean, there's so many benefits of regular exercise. And if worse comes to worse and you don't have a set plan of exercise, just moving your body every day. going for a walk every day can help a ton too. Okay, so pillar number 3, we talked about this one last week, is sleep. Okay, so if you didn't watch the live video from last week all about sleep, check out that one. So again, I'm not going to dive too deep into it because I talked a lot about it last week. But essentially, when you're sleeping, your body is busy repairing anything it needs to repair from the day before and getting you ready for the day to come, right? And it's, critical for your brain health, plays a big role in hormones that are related to stress and appetite. So I did talk last week about how if you don't get good quality sleep, a lot of times that causes us to overeat, okay? And because it increases our appetite, it increases our stress levels. So sleep is important. Now, pillar number 4 is relaxation, rest, and mindset work, okay? Our body needs time for fun, okay? It's all about balance. So what do I mean by relaxation? Well, whatever that means to you. What is relaxing to you? Is it reading a book? Is it doing a puzzle? Is it sitting down with your kids and playing a game? Is it taking the dog for a walk? What relaxes you? Whatever that is, do more of that. Rest too. Rest is important. And I'll talk more about this when we talk about exercise in the Kickstart next week. But our body needs time to rest and recover. And we're not going to see the results that we want if we're not giving our body time to do that. Okay, so recovery is just as important as exercise. And then finally, mindset work. Well, that could be anything like taking, deep breathing, meditating, journaling, a lot of different things, go into that mindset piece of it. And so mindset, rest, relaxation, those are all important parts of pillar number 4. Okay, so we've got pillar number 1 is healthy nutrition. Pillar number 2 is regular, consistent exercise. Okay, consistent is the key word there. And we can put consistent with pillar number 1 too, consistent healthy nutrition. Okay, and then pillar number 3 is sleep. And pillar number 4 is your rest, relaxation, and mindset. Now, the thing about these 4 pillars is that they work together. Okay, so when you are intentionally making time for all 4 of those pillars and you're consistent with them, that's when you're going to start noticing that you start feeling so much better. Okay, but if you're only focusing on one of the pillars and not the other 3, you're not going to get the full benefit. Okay, so making sure that you work on all of them together. And there's only 4, so it's not like there's a ton of stuff that you have to think about. These are the 4 basic things to work on to keep yourself feeling like your best self. So I have a little bit of homework for you, okay? What I would like you to do, okay, is to come up with 2 to 3 core actions for each of the pillars that always help you feel great, okay? So the reason for this is because sometimes we fall off, right? This past weekend, my nutrition was horrible, okay? Ordered an extra large pizza and my daughters decided they didn't really want any of it. So I pretty much ate pizza all weekend because I didn't want to just throw it out. And I just didn't feel good, afterwards. So to get myself back on track, I go to my core actions. Okay, so my core, simple core actions for pillar number 1, for the healthy nutrition pillar, could be something like eating protein at every meal. So today I'm focusing on eating protein at every single one of my meals. Or it could be something as simple as, watching your portion sizes. So if you saw this week's topic in the group is all about portion control. Okay, so figuring out what a serving size looks like, how much you should eat in one sitting. And then for the exercise pillar, some core actions that you can come up with are, taking a 10-minute walk. or standing up every hour and just walking around your office or your house or wherever you are. Just 2 to 3 small things that you can take to help you get back on track, okay? Sleep-wise, it could be something like, going to bed early, or turning off all electronics an hour before going to bed. Little tiny things that you can do to get you back on track. For the mindset, recovery, and rest one, it could be, I'll get a massage this week, or it could be, I'm going to meditate before bed for 5 minutes every day this week. Just small little things for each of those pillars, so that then you can look at this list and actually write it out. Don't just come up with it in your head, because that, we all know where things in our heads go. They go flying away most of the time. At least they do in my head, unless I write it down. So write it down somewhere and have it somewhere in easy reach when you kind of feel like you're falling off the wagon of your health and fitness, right? And even if it's just one pillar that you're not doing well on, that's still, even if you're doing well on 3 pillars and not on the 4th, you're still not going to feel your best, right? So you want to make sure that you're working on all 4 pillars all at once, right? So as soon as you notice yourself kind of falling back on one of the pillars, go look at your list of your core actions for that particular pillar and pick one of them. Okay, and make it something that's easy and doable. Don't make it challenging, because you're not going to do it if it's too hard, right? Make it something that works for you and that you enjoy doing. Okay, so the simpler you make it, the easier you make it, the more likely you're going to do it and then get back on track in that particular pillar. And there will be some times when you notice that you have fallen off track on all 4 of your pillars, and that is completely normal. Don't beat yourself up about it. It happens. It happens to everybody. But the key is noticing that it happened. And as soon as you notice that it happened, then you can do something about it. Then you can go to those core actions and pick one in each pillar and add that to your daily routine to get you back on track. Okay. So let me know if this makes sense to you. I know it might sound very basic. Well, duh, like those are the 4 things that of course I should focus on, but it's not necessarily talked about that simply. And I think, like I just said, the simpler the better, right? When we make things too complicated, it is very challenging to be consistent with it. Okay, that's why one of the reasons I don't believe in diets, because a lot of times they are very complicated and it's not something that we can stick with. So simple 4 pillars, right? Nutrition, exercise, sleep, and rest, recovery, mindset work. Okay, focus on those 4 things and you will start feeling better. And as you start feeling better, that's a lot of times when the motivation starts coming back. Okay? And you start doing more and more and focusing more on your healthy eating or focusing more on your exercise. And that's when you start seeing the results that you are looking for, be it, dropping weight or, losing some inches, getting rid of belly fat, whatever it might, increasing your energy, whatever it might be. Stick with those 4 pillars consistently and you will notice a difference. Okay, as simple as it sounds. And like I said, I'm all about simple. So I will delve in deeper on each of these topics next week during the 3-day weight loss kickstart. Okay, we'll be meeting Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 11 a.m. Central. And if you can make it live, that's awesome, because I will have prizes for those of you that are on the live. But if you can't, totally get it. I know 11 a.m. isn't the best time for everybody. So as long as you sign up, you'll still get access to the replays, and you'll be able to watch the videos that way on your own time whenever you get the chance. So if you haven't already signed up for the Kickstart, make sure you do so. I promise you're going to learn a lot, and I'm going to share with you exactly what I share with my clients on the basic, simple items to focus on, okay? The items that my clients focus on to reach their weight loss goals, okay? Or their health goals, whatever it might be, okay? So promise you, whatever your goal is, you will learn a lot next week. So make sure you sign up. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Drop any questions in the comments. I should have said that a long time ago, so while I was talking, if you had any questions, feel free to drop them in. And I will drop the link for the Kickstart in the comments as well. Have an awesome, awesome day. And I will see you guys next week on Monday at 11 a.m. for the Kickstart. Bye.